Do it.
Welcome, everybody. This is Ken Boland with Prosperity Highway Global. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our affiliates at our Team Sparky update. And I'd like to let Steve say hello as well.
Aloha, everybody. Woohoo! It's October.
All right, guys. Yeah, get ready for Rocktober. I tell you what.
That's
Uh,
right.
guys, we're going to just be real here with this update. And then we're going to move into some exciting announcements. You may hear a little bit of rasp in my voice, and that's kind of what I want to mention. You know, we had the dog days of summer. We all know that things kind of slow down that way. But September is a great month. Typically, for net marketing, we had a lot of things that we're bringing into place. And I'll just put it on myself, guys. We had some mold exposure at my house. And besides having to take all the furniture out of the house, all the distraction, you know, I've been sick for a few weeks, and it really kind of set my timelines back. So I do apologize for that. But unless they put dirt on me or put me in an oven, I'm not quitting, guys. We're gonna bring.
That ain't happening anytime soon.
That's right. So we're gonna just keep moving forward here, guys. Um, so anyway, just couple of quick big picture announcements that we're excited about, and some of the breakthroughs, as we were talking before we hit the record button, kind of came through some challenges. And unfortunately, there's we call him the Zoom bomber. He goes around, in my opinion, good companies, companies like Purium, which is a healthcare company out of California. Good people, good products. I mean, what can you say about that? But they go in companies' opportunity meetings and just cause havoc, and that kind of hit us right as we're getting on the launch pad in September, and that was quite frustrating for us, quite frankly. But it kind of broadened our horizons and caused us to look at better ways. So instead of having one opportunity meeting per week, one or two opportunity meetings per week, that was actually our plan. We actually have it feels like a live webinar that is available 24/7. Now we got it up there with, I call it our 0.5 version. So it's functional, but we're going to be updating probably by this time next week with a very, very exciting new webinar that Steve's going to be talking about. Ron's going to be talking about. So that was kind of a setback, but it's turning out to be a blessing, where it's proven that the sales that come out of this new webinar platform are 5 times more powerful than the live webinars that we've had. And they're a lot more convenient, and we can put them right in the funnel. And so that's number one. Number two, our call centers, we're doing like 50,000 plus voicemail drops a day, which is causing in the neighborhood of 1,000 inbound phone calls coming into our call center. So our call center team is doing a phenomenal job taking these inbound calls. Now, we had some tweaks, guys, technology and training, and so it takes a little bit of time to get in that rhythm. But our team has stepped up. Our programmers have made some adjustments to make it easier for our call center team to take those inbound. The other thing, guys, in connection with our call center, is we've looked at all of our funnels, and we look at where, like a factory model, where the leads fall off the conveyor belt. And so, for example, with this new webinar platform, we have, with all these voicemail drops, we get X amount of views. From the X amount of views, we get X amount of people that register the webinar. So we say, okay, there's people that register that didn't attend. So our call center is calling those leads, which are your leads in your back office, are calling those leads to say, hey, it looks like you're interested in our program. I see that you registered for the webinar, and then just help encourage them to get back on the conveyor belt of the process. So we've already done that as we really make sure that our team is trained on that process. Our next target, and this is a very exciting target, of the people that went through the webinar, people that have went through 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes through this webinar, but they didn't buy. So those are perfect targets, guys, for our call center team, our outbound call center team right now, that's calling your leads to convert the leads into your back office. Guys, that's happening. This is all happening this week. Okay, the other target that is a fantastic target is in your back office, typically the amount of paid members is about 10% of the members that you have back there. For us as a whole, we're talking, we have about 20,000 free members that they went in, they saw our funnel, they went through the funnel, they went in and set up a login, they set up a password, so they know who Sparky is, right? So that's a very good target. So we'll be starting those phone calls next week. Okay, we're focusing on the webinar calls this week, and then next week we're going to be calling all of those members. Okay, all of those free members. Okay, so that's going to help the results of our webinar being higher. And then, as I mentioned, now we're going to be actually going to be launching our really, maybe 2.0 version with webinar. So we expect the natural conversions that go through the automation, is going to be amazing. Then, as a lot of you know, we have our new annual membership. That there's that, and we have some very exciting business in a box we're going to be talking about, guys. Now, I want you to think about this. Our call center team is going to be putting a lot of their sweat equity into calling your leads. Do we want them to get paid? Do we want them to get, we want them to be motivated that there's money to be made there? Well, guys, we're taking a lot of steps with that in the fact that we have more products to sell. I had a great 2-hour conversation with Steve at Savings Highway, the CEO of Savings Highway, and we do that from time to time, update each other, and we're so fired up because we were just exchanging some breakthroughs with each other, making us both of us better. But so many people are getting excited about the MMM program, Savings Highway, that it's a non-selling system. Well, guess what, guys? For many people, we have a non-selling system as well. That people are going to, our team is going to be calling all of your leads. Now, guys, there's one little adjustment that is nothing's in concrete now, but I'd like to get various different ones feedback on this, because would you rather have 50% of a watermelon or 100% of a grape, right? In business, that's a very valid question. So as we look at the Savings Highway model, where somebody buys the MMM program, you make $700. If they come through and they just buy, you make $700. But for the call center, the closers who then are literally doing outreach, calling your leads, guys, that's a lot of work, right? So the way Savings Highway has that set up is there's that incentive. So if they call your leads and close your leads, well, you're going to make, instead of 700, you make 500, so that there's money to pay people that are working while you're on your job, working your other business, or on the beach, right? So does it make sense to share some of the commission with people that will not just wait for people to go through the automation, which we've done for this whole time? We're shifting, guys, for outreach, for reaching out to your leads. Again, if somebody comes through the program and they just sign up, you get the full commission. But matter of fact, if you guys put that in the chat, does that make sense? Would you like a team of people? In fact, let's say if we gave you a choice and say, option one is you agree to share some of the commission to have somebody call all of your leads, pound your leads, and get some conversions. Would you be option one? You're okay sharing some commissions for people that will do that outreach for you, or option two, you just want to keep all the money and you don't think the people that are doing all that work for you deserve any extra money for that? Okay, so just let me know. Option one, option two. I'll tell you guys, because what will happen if you look at it, so, okay, well, we'll just take we'll set them in the drip model, where when they come through and sign up on their own, more of an inbound, then nothing changes. But guys, we're talking about our people that are willing to put their work clothes on, so to speak, and get out there and all the leads in your back office. I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, I owned half of 140 homes. I'd rather have half of 140 homes than 100% of 5 homes, wouldn't you? So that I could get, so that's what we're talking about, guys. So what that means is, with more products in that are commissionable, that the call center can call out and they can sell the new annual pack. They can sell the new leads. They can sell the business in a box now after they can sell the MMM program for you, closing those deals for you. Okay, what's happened, guys, is you're going to be a lot happier, and our call center is going to be happier. So this is a new day, guys.
I see
There's
a
a
lot
saying,
of ones. I see a lot of ones in the chat
option
there, Ken.
ones. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it, guys?
It does.
There's a saying, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, right? So if if you're a hog, right, you have 100% of a small little pie. But if you have an abundance mentality, realizing, huh, heck, if someone's willing to call all my leads and do all that work, I'll give them a little bit more piece of the pie, and it's a win-win. Okay, so guys, that's what that means is conversions. Okay, and the great thing is, guys, with advertising. I'll be quite frank, it's pay and pray, right? You pay Facebook, you pay for the leads, and you pray that they'll convert. But guys, we have millions of leads in the back office. You guys have tons of leads in the back office. Let's get off the pay and pray model and put our workflows on and call all of those leads for you and get some conversions. I think that's what we all want, right? We all want some conversions. And so that's what Rocktober is going to be. That's what October is going to be. And with more products, a little bit of adjusted compensation plan. And guys, I'm spending 3 out of 5 days personally in the outbound with the outbound team, and we're going to get this done. We're going to get these sales, taken care of. I know there's more to share, Steve. I can kick that on the back end, but let me kick it over to you, partner. And I know you have a lot of things on your mind that you'd like to cover, so I'll kick it over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. I'm just gonna share my screen and I'm gonna bring Ron in. Okay, do a meeting. Ron, I'm gonna bring you into this conversation with me. All right. Okay, so all right, so um let's go over the new funnel first. This is pretty exciting stuff. What we found was Ron is been in this game for 25 years, and he started all these leads that are coming in that he's providing for all of our members that are coming in on a daily basis. Those leads come into our system, but before they even hit our system, or after they hit our system, Ron is emailing them consistently with really well put together emails that have a lot of information in them. And what we were finding, he keeps showing us and proudly showing us these massive open rates, you know, 35%, 40%, 20%, 80% open rates on tens of thousands of emails going out. I think he's doing like 50,000 emails almost a day now. Is that right, Ron? About 50,000 a day? Yeah, so I got you muted. You can unmute yourself, Ron.
There we go. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and these emails are, geared towards, I mean, some of the headlines that you put out there, Ron, like are you afraid of AI taking over your job? That one got incredible open rates, right?
Yeah, they're all like sort of fear-driven emails, but they really create a picture of value because people need to think about these things, and it does catch people off guard, but it also gets them thinking to see how AI can either benefit them or it's taking away some benefits in their job and their careers. And people are afraid of what's going on because they want to be on the right side of growth and advancement.
Right.
So I'm doing a lot of these awareness emails, and people are really resonating to it. And you're right, Steve. The email open rates are phenomenal. Like I was showing you my back office of my email program, And I've had as higher rates as almost 68% on some of
Yeah.
the repeat emails to already openers that have opened emails. And, that's really warming up the audience extremely well to our concept here.
Yeah, and now we're going to be funneling them into our landing pages. So I actually have two landing pages that I'm going to show you. The first one that's up on the screen right now, this is going to be replicated in our dashboard for all of us to share with your affiliate code connected to it. And then we have one that Ron's sending out that is fire. I really love Ron's landing page that he put together. Did an incredible job. And the beauty is when we're sending out these funnels, and when Ron's sending out the funnels, they come right back to whoever the lead is already connected to. So, we assign the leads, we invite them into our webinar, our new webinar funnel, and they're already connected to you. So the idea is as you can see from this landing page, we're talking to people kind of where they're at. So following the flow of the emails that we're sending out, and even on our end, all of our follow-up and our warm-up and our engagement, emails, text messages, voicemail drops are all going to be geared towards this funnel, towards this idea of helping people be part of a conversation, of not to be afraid. I mean, that's what people are responding to. People are absolutely worried about AI taking over their job, AI displacing the workforce, AI doing I seen a post the other day from the creator of Terminator saying, "I told you guys so." I was like, oh my goodness. So there's all this misconception out there, and people are, kind of shaking in their shoes, and they want to be part of a community. They want to talk about these issues, and they want to get more information on how they can secure their future with their family, and with their, with their livelihood, utilizing AI, and without having to be an, rocket scientist.
Hey, Steve,
Typically,
just really quick, I just want to mention, I took a screenshot of a meeting that we had with Ron, and there was like 70,000 emails that had an 85%, no kidding, guys, an
Yeah.
85% open rate on this subject. I mean, people are so open to this.
that's right. Yeah. So we decided, okay, let's meet them in the middle. Let's meet them there. And so when we funnel them into our webinar, the first 45 minutes is building rapport with them, building trust with them, giving them information, including them in the conversation, talking about these issues that are out there, and then giving them some training. So now we have our new ebook. I put it in the chat. It's available for download for you guys right now. You can go ahead and download it and kind of peruse through it. I think you'll kind of get a gist of what we're doing, but it's got 5 simple ways that people can use AI today, with step-by-step instructions, to help them utilize AI and just kind of get their feet wet without having to go and be an AI prompt engineer, or without having to go down all these rabbit holes, and really be able to get value from the webinar, engage with them, talk to them about the future of AI, talk to them about, we even have a section in there about a utopia society in the near future, rather than a dystopia, future, where maybe Terminator kind of thing would come true in a dystopia, future. But the idea is that as co-creators, as we work together and we share this stuff with our families and our young ones and our kids and our families and the people that we know, love, and care about, and we start utilizing AI ourselves and get ahead of it and really start to, use it as a tool to make our lives better, then more of a utopia society is so much more doable. It's going to be so much more prevalent, and humankind is going to gravitate towards that, paradise on Earth, where AI actually helps us solve a lot of problems that are out there in our atmosphere, in our energy production, the way we process and grow and eat foods. the way that we, slaughter animals where we can grow proteins rather than, have to do it the regular way. There's so many different things with photosynthesis, with medicines, with so many things that AI is going to be able to help us with to create what we want. And, every human being on the planet just wants to end suffering. I think you guys would all agree with me. I mean, we want to end suffering. And so anything that we can do to help ourselves end suffering and have a better lifestyle and better life, then, we should get behind it instead of being afraid of it. We need to be a co-creators with it. So we really get into these engaging topics with people during our webinar for the first 45, 50 minutes. And all the while, we're talking to people about, hey, first of all, stay to the end of this webinar, and you're going to get our you're going to get our training, our monthly insight ebook series. So they're going to get a subscription to our monthly series ebook plus our first ebook if they stay till the end of the webinar. And then every month they're going to get a new webinar, a new email, or new ebook emailed to them. In each one of the ebooks, it's always touting our master training breakthrough class, which is our part of our system, which we charge $19.97 a year for. Or if then we pop our offer about 50 minutes in, we pop our annual elite offer and say, hey, look, while you're learning, while you're engaging with us as a community, you can join this, master training breakthrough class, and you can get a membership, and you can get 600 leads rolling into your system every single month and have a completely done for you system that's going to start producing results for you while you continue to work with us. And so it's such a compelling offer that, I think all of you guys have seen it on the dashboard. It's such a compelling offer that more and more people are just going to jump on it because it's only $19.97 and they get like $20,000 worth of value. Plus, they get to be part of this one-on-one coaching, this community, this regular talks about these topics that people are really worried about. So it's going to be a way for them to engage with not only training and coaching and a community of like-minded people, but get a system up and running for themselves right away. And so it's a winner. Would you agree with that, Ron? The way that we've got it set up?
Well, that's an understatement. I mean, you are spot on. And you've taken a concept and you guys have made it mass producible for everybody to take advantage of. And yeah, and all these things are happening. They're all around us. There is no guesswork anymore. It's changing every industry. And best of all, it's changing entrepreneurship. We're becoming more of an entrepreneur society versus a job society. Job people gravitated towards jobs for security, and now that's starting to disappear a lot. So yeah, what you said is 100% accurate. And it's not only are we at the right place at the right time, but you guys, you and Ken, I got to give you, it's a brainchild concept. You put your money on the table, you put together the system for everybody to utilize, and now you're allowing it to duplicate through everybody's efforts. And yeah, it is fantastic, and I agree 100% with what you said.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that, Ron. I mean, you nailed it too. I mean, more and more people are, it's going to come to a point where, I mean, even in college classes, you guys, they're making it a core curriculum, and pretty soon, even in high schools, they're going to make it a core curriculum like science, health, math, where they have to take an AI class just to graduate with any degree. Any degree that they're going for, it's going to be part of their core curriculum to take AI, because more and more people are going to need to know how to use AI to be able to survive in, in the new world of technology and the way technology is going. So
Yeah.
it's for sure happening, and then on top of that, the folks that, are getting displaced from their jobs and maybe aren't able to go back into the workforce, they're going to need to launch a home-based business. to survive. And with the tools that are out there, it makes it really easy to have success, especially with what we got. And when we share that with them, we're going to have people piling on like crazy by the hundreds and thousands. They're going to be piling into what we have, as well as other things that are out there. There's a lot of other good things out there. But as you guys know, you go down these rabbit holes. I've signed up for I don't know how many different AI things. And oh my gosh, it's like so much.
They're constantly
Like
sending, hey, have you seen this, Steve? Hey, have you seen this? So,
yeah, and it's like, oh my gosh, and I'm just trying to learn, but I'm like, wow, I mean, these guys are talking in language I don't even understand. So I've learned all my AI stuff working with my developers, helping set up our AI that we have here, and taking it back to to the simplicity, finding the simplest ways to utilize AI to really make a difference in people's lives right away. Little things, little tiny little snippets, things that really help. And that will get them in the door. That'll get them happy, get them thinking
so
about
Steve,
it. So,
let me ask a stupid question if you don't mind. Because some people got a little sneak peek of what we're doing, and they're like, "Oh, so are you guys abandoning promoting Sparky for the business in a box?" Yeah,
no,
that's why we spent all this time building a brand new, incredible new funnel. Everything we just talked about, guys. I hope that the answer to that question is quite obvious. No, Steve's done a phenomenal job getting it tuned up. We're going to put our money where our mouth is. We're going to continue to just pound putting people through this new webinar. We're going to continue to fill these ad packs. We're going to continue to drive leads. So nothing's changed there, guys. But when you hear about the business in a box, I think you'll get the whole picture and see how one hand kind of washes the other. But I thought I'd just insert that, Steve, because you
that's great.
put
Yeah.
a ton of time putting all this together. It's
Oh
amazing.
my gosh, yeah, and that's why I started with with our new funnel system, and really want to talk about conversions are number one. And so it's, I've been putting in 10-hour days, 6 days a week. We're nailing this thing, you guys. There's no turning back. It's time to go. And we really feel like we have the flow now. And we've learned a lot over the last year. And it's a big marketplace to enter. We've tried a lot of different things, and we know what's working. We're taking the metrics, we're seeing what's popular, and that's what we're going with. So we're meeting people where they're at. And when they come through our funnel after 50 minutes, they stick with us, and then they see our offers pop, they're gonna buy. People are going to buy, and they can finance it for $60 a month and then be part of a full-on master training course where they're going to have one-on-one coaching, and they can be part of our weekly training, and they get all the ebooks, and they get the whole system. They get an annual elite membership, they get a vacation package, they get leads coming in, they get it all. They get to share in the highest range of commissions. I mean, it's just, there's so much there that people are going to whip out their credit card and they're going to buy. And it's got a 10-minute timer on it. And so, and at the end of the webinar, once they stay, then we give them their free code if they just want to get started as a starter. Then our system continuously emails them and text messages them and sends them notifications on their app. Like, hey, come watch the replay. We've got an encore edition for you, an encore edition. If they stay to the end, they watch the encore, that offer pops right at the beginning and stays on the whole webinar. So they get an opportunity to come back and take part in that annual elite package with all the bonus stacks included, because they came back and watched the encore and because they stayed to watch the whole webinar. So it's a really well thought out system. It's incredible. I'm going to play this quick little video here for you. It's like 1 minute long. This is our intro video that we have right now on our landing page. Again, this landing page, hopefully we're really hoping by next Monday, the full webinar will be ready, and this will be replicated in your dashboard. I'm going to be working nonstop right through the weekend, working on this. So we'll have it ready by next week. Thursday is the plan, and it'll be replicated for you guys to send out. Here's the video. Work is shifting fast. AI is advancing at an incredible pace, and it's eliminating jobs at an alarming rate. Companies are asking fewer people to do more, and the old paycheck per hours model is being squeezed out. But here's the good news. There is a smarter way forward. A simple home-based business can give you the freedom, flexibility, and reoccurring income that you need. That's why we created this exclusive 3-part webinar. Join myself, Hawaii Steve, and my partner Ken Bollender as we dive in. In part 1, you'll get real training and value, a step-by-step plan for beginners, and 5 simple ways to earn from home with AI. And when you register and attend and stay till the end, you'll receive the first ebook in our monthly series, The Future Proof AI Blueprint. This is just the beginning of our masterclass training series, and you'll get free access to the whole ebook series month after month just for attending. In part 2, you'll see how AI is reshaping work right now and why you don't want to have to do this alone. With Sparky AI plus our live call center team, you'll have agents following up, closing sales, and a 24/7 Zoom support so you're never left stuck. In part 3, you'll discover how you can activate a plug-and-play AI cash machine instantly after the webinar ends. No setup required, no tech overwhelm, and with the special code revealed at the end of the webinar, you can even start completely free. No credit card required. We will also have discussions and look into a very possible future in a utopian society and how to position ourselves as co-creators. I mean, imagine a life of freedom, stress-free, disease-free, with no financial pressures, a future we can be proud of for our next generation. This isn't just a business, it's a revolution, but seats are limited daily. Reserve your spot now by clicking the button below. Join us live and unlock your free copy of the Future Proof AI Blueprint, plus access to the full monthly training series, totally free, just for attending this action-packed, fun webinar. Your future starts here.
Great job, Steve. Great job. I tell you,
Fantastic. Great work.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
gonna-
guys.
Very well done.
right now, guys, we just have a placeholder with Sparky given his regular Sparky message. They don't even know what the webinar really is about the way it is now. Steve, you removed all doubt. I mean, you're telling them exactly why they would want to watch the webinar. You spell the whole thing out, and it's in alignment of the emails that Ron's sending out.
That's right. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And the whole flow, the whole webinar flow is going to go just like that, where they're going to get a lot of value, a lot of interaction, a lot of information, and really inspiring stuff that people are going to want to, they're going to be on the edge of their seats wanting to engage with more information about what we have. And that's why they're going to join. They're going to be joining at the Elite Annual Membership. And the way that the new webinar system works, it's incredible because we can pop these offers and they can click it and join right there. Timed offers. And we can value stack it and talk about, talk about everything. And so, I'm going to give you guys, this is some inside information. You'll read it in the ebook, but be ready for part of this training series and part of the ebook series where Ken really lights in, where it really digs in. We've been working on the next one already, and it's going to have a lot of information on the ethics of building a network marketing company. It's going to have a lot of information on how to pick different network marketing companies, how to evaluate compensation plans, how to best build different compensation plans. And Ken's really going to get into his zone about, because there's nobody like Ken that understands how the lines of integrity work, not only for the downline, but for the upline as well. I mean, if you're in a spot and you're cutting your upline out of stuff, it's not doing anybody any good. If you bring your upline and into what you're doing and, give them the respect and give them the credit and help them, they're going to do nothing else but help you. And you guys and it's going to be more of a congruent relationship. Business does not work. What is it? Carnegie says one of the biggest things I ever learned from Carnegie, and I've went through all of his courses, and it just stuck with me. He goes, if there's one dishonest cog in the wheel, that business is going to fail. And I was like, I don't understand that. Like, how can that be so? And at the end of the day, I mean, it's pretty true. You know, if there's a dishonest cog, especially in the main wheel of a company, and you guys are the part of that main wheel as as we're developing these lines of integrity and these teams and these downlines and uplines. And if one of those cogs is bent and it's not working correctly, it's going to cause corruption to the whole system.
Steve, since you opened the door, can I expand, just touch on that a little bit?
Please, yeah.
Okay, I was just listening to Joel yesterday. By the way, Joel with Got Backup, they have a phenomenal special going on right now. So look into that, guys. I mean, all these extra tools that Joel has on the table. But he was talking about, the leaders, they build a team, they build an email list, and then they go jump on a new opportunity, and now they have a story because they have a big list. And then they kind of put a false expectation that a brand new person that without a following can go join that opportunity and see the same results. And that's Joel's main point. But one of my pet peeves is leaders, when you go to new opportunities where the leader markets to everyone in their Facebook group, everyone in their email. And so that could be your personals or their personals or their personals. Go sign up with the leader, right? So the leader doesn't care. In fact, I have not met a leader in network marketing that had a system to move to a new opportunity or add a new opportunity without watching your back. I mean, and guys, that's been so important to us. That's why we have our online builder. That's why we do it that way. And one leader, I'll just tell you frankly, he actually liked promoting a certain company because he got the email of everyone in his downline.
You all right there? We lost you, Ken. I think Ken's battery died. He'll be back on in a second. But yeah, so Ken's really going to expand and he's going to really be digging into some of these issues that I think that everybody is going to get a lot of value from. I think they're really important issues, and I think that a lot of people are going to resonate with that, and it's going to build a lot of value, a lot of trust with these millions of leads that we're bringing into the system. And it's things that people want to talk about. I mean, they want to get some value, they want to get some information. So that's kind of what we're gearing towards. And on top of that, as people are buying the annual elite and then they join our bigger master training breakthrough classes, we're going to be doing a lot of interaction. And as people are bringing things up that they'd like to learn about, that they're, and topics are coming up, we're going to write those into the next book. So it's going to be a co-creation. We're always going to be writing the next book based on the conversations that we're having with our crew, with our team, with our classes. And so, and Ron's such a good, so good. I want to show Ron's. So this was our landing page. It's already up. As you guys can see, it's already loaded into our system. It's ready to go. I'm just waiting to get the webinar completed, so the flow is complete before we release it to everybody to start sharing. Now, Ron put together this landing page, and I'm really excited about this landing page because Ron can go in, and as he's sending out emails, you're going to be changing up the headings to kind of match what the trigger points are of the week or the month, right, Ron?
Yeah, that's the whole idea of the way it's set up, because this is above the fold. This is the first thing people see. And I'll just modify the hooks because they're the attention grabbers. And that way it doesn't appear to be the same website that we're sending people to. We slightly modify some of the images, some of the wording, but the overall structure will be the same, but the impact will be more relevant as it continues with the emails that we send out. And again, all the emails are about awareness, making people educated, and also showing them options with how AI is changing, everything out there, how they can benefit from it too. And it hits all their hot points. It reduces this to the ridiculous. A $3 a day start is $100 a month, which is a very cheap way to get started in a business like this. It talks about all the extra perks that we will give them for joining and being part of the group, the various training libraries and materials. Those aren't add-ons; these are included with what they get. And we do the setup calls, and the lead program and the traffic is important, because when people are getting into something they know very little about, for them to understand that there is a flow of business that can be coming in immediately, that is very important, because they don't have to go out there and look for that business. So that is an important, see how it works. Is it simple? Does it work? And can I do it? Those are the three key questions that we're always answering for people while they're reviewing a business opportunity and looking at it. We have some basic questions that we answer. We have some videos on the websites. I mean, some people want to look at those videos. Some people are very detail oriented. They're going to go through all the videos, or one or two of them. But we have them all there. And as we get more testimonials, we'll throw them on the site. But it's just awareness, education, and then the natural progression is moving people to action. Because we have intent with these openers. When we get such a high level of openers, the intent is there. We just have to show them the how, and that's where the next step comes in, is the webinar that explains everything to them as to how they can take advantage of it. And all they have to do is just opt in, and boom, they're right into the webinar.
That's right. Yeah, and what the coolest thing is as soon as they enter, this is a two-step registration process, and we did this for a reason on both the landing pages. Because as soon as they put in their email, not only do they get connected to you, right, to the sponsor, but our system, the Sparky system, starts sending out emails and text messages and everything else as follow up and nurture engagement. But the webinar system also starts sending them out text messages, emails, voicemail drops. Ron's continuing to send them stuff, and we're retargeting them across the social media. And even our ads are going to now start being geared towards this flow, this conversational flow. So we feel that this is the best way to get the most conversions possible from these leads that are coming in from people out there looking for home-based businesses, looking for ways to, from the leads that we're getting. And so we're excited. Thank you so much, Ron, for what you're
Yeah.
doing. I love that landing page. I love this landing page. Ron sent it to me. He didn't have this stuff in here, and didn't say anything about, it didn't have that part in there. And I went through it and I go, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I was going to join the webinar. I'm like, I clicking on the buttons. I'm like, I'm going to go join this webinar because I want to get this information and I want to see what they're doing. And when I clicked on it, it went to our webinar and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, and I
Ron,
called,
you knocked it out of the park, buddy.
yeah, I called Ron and I go, whoa. So, yeah, and so this has given us the ability to stay in the light of what people are talking about. What's the most, and Ron and I both use Chat GPT-5 to find out what's most relevant. We use AI to help us stay ahead of what's trending. We have agents that are finding out what's trending, helping us write the SEO, helping us write engaging content that we can go back and edit and work right in the way that we want it. And it works. It's pulling from what everybody in the world is searching, what they're talking about, what they're grooving about, what they're clicking on, and we're able to get those metrics and then launch in a very, very quick way that message out to the world and bring them into our community, into our team, into our system. And so I'm so darn excited about doing this coaching. And I told Ken the other day, I go, man, I'm on fire. Like I haven't been this motivated in I don't know how long. It's like I'm in my realm of what I love to do. I love to create. I love to talk. I love to be positive, and I really, really, really enjoy talking about, positive things in the universe and, um, a possible utopia future. I mean, I'm all in. So it's really exciting for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Um,
Thanks, Ron. Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate it so much.
Oh, you got it, guys. My pleasure.
so all right. That's where we're heading with our webinars and stuff. Uh, and I really think it's exciting. We can't wait to have it launched out. We're shooting really hard for next Thursday. What we're about to share with you, you're going to understand why it's taken a couple more days, because Ken and I decided, we're going to release this business in a box because there's so much demand for it out there. And it's such a great way to help you guys create income and commissions from a product within our system that's built for, well, let's just, are we ready for this, Ken?
Yeah.
You want to do
I'd
it?
like to make a transition to it if you don't
Oh,
mind.
okay. Yeah. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a sec. Oh, we already did stop. Oh, I did stop sharing. Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks again, Ron. Thank you so much. And
Okay.
appreciate all that you do. Yeah, so guys, just I hope you get the ideas. We have a new webinar platform. Uh, we got a webinar up there just to have the whole every clog in the machine working, but we didn't have the webinar. Okay, so obviously that's going to make a big difference in conversions is to have a premium webinar, and so that's going to be ready next week. Okay, the other thing, guys, is with our business in a box, that whole program is, I think a lot of people are going to be very, very excited. It's very synergistic with what we have, but we have two major initiatives, okay, on the table. We're training our call center team, and so I just want to let you guys know, we've been paying Ron a lot of money every single week. I mean, we're talking $500,000 a year to $1 million a year in lead acquisition costs. Guys, we have spent money over $1 million in social media ad. We put the money out, right? We've got the leads, but what we need to do is convert the leads, right? So we're in this little tiny window that we asked Ron, please hold off, the leads for about 2 weeks, might be a maximum of 3 weeks. Why we retool the webinar, why we launch our business in a box, and then we're going to kick that machine off. And the other thing is why we're calling the call center. Because guys, everything costs money, right? When we're doing 50,000 plus voicemail drops, we're spending money. When we're doing text messages, we're spending money. It costs money and time to do the outreach to the leads in your back office. So let me ask you a question. If you have 3,000 leads that we're not following up on as much as we'd like, or 4,000 leads in your back office that we're not following up as much as we like, what's the difference? You're not going to feel much difference if we put more leads in there that we're not fully following up on, right? So we're focusing our resources on everyone that has hundreds and thousands of leads in their back office, reaching out to those and to the free members. So we're just for a little window. We've shifted, allocated a lot of some of our resources for conversions. That's what everybody wants, conversions, right? If somebody has 2,000 leads in their back office and I say, hey, well, don't worry, next week we'll have 3,000. You'll say, so what? It doesn't, might give you a nice warm feeling. You look in there and there's more leads, but if they're not converting, so if we were to take a poll and say, okay, guys, where do you want us to focus? Putting more leads in there or converting the leads that are there? So we're right in that window, guys. I hope you understand. Now, obviously, for the brand new people that don't have leads, then that's our priority. So we'll be making sure that Ron's getting the leads to the new people that have 0 leads or less than 100 leads. Those people need leads, and we're going to prioritize during this little window getting them leads. So I just wanted to point that out, guys. And oh yeah, Sue says conversions, please.
Yeah.
so, leads, no problem, guys. We have leads, but I hope everybody understands. I think if we took a poll, most people would say, yeah, don't give me 1,000 more leads. Give me some conversions, right? Give me some sales, give me some commissions, give me some team members. So that's what our focus is. And I believe by the time we get done with the business in a box, you'll see how all of this fits together, guys. Every decision we make is what's best for you and our members and coming through for you guys. And so hopefully, you know, I feel confident, guys, that if we all came together with several of you and said, okay, these are our choices, these are our options, that because we're principle driven, because we're here to help, we're here for a mission and a crusade, we're in alignment with true principles, guys. And there's a difference between a purpose and a plan, right? Our purpose is clear: to make a difference, to change the industry, to help people. Now, sometimes we have to adjust the plan, don't we? And that's what we're committed to do. We're very creative, we're very tenacious, and we will adjust and tweak and whatever we have to do to deliver for you and all of our members. So with that, Steve, I'd like to say a few words to transition into the business. You ready to go into that?
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, just a quick little synopsis on what you were talking about. It's funny because you guys know, most of you guys know, I own a luxury detail company here in Kona, in Hawaii. And I was out helping one of my crew the other weekend, and it was real windy outside. And I'm out here spraying with a high pressure nozzle onto this vehicle, and the water was just coming back on me. I couldn't even get it on the car because I was pushing the water against the wind. And I was like, oh my God, I had to turn the water off and I had to sit down for a second. I go, that's exactly what we're doing with all of these leads that we're pulling in and all these voicemail drops that we're sending out and all this activity that we're doing. We're kind of just blowing against the wind because they're not converting. They're not going to a page. I mean, everybody's selling AI. Everybody's selling a system. Everybody's selling what we were selling. And that's what we were primarily doing, is selling. We were in sales mode. And it really hit me. And I said, I think, something's got to switch here. Something's got to change. And we all put our heads together, and we decided to make a big change. And so we're really on the right track, because the end of the story is I walked around to the other side of the vehicle, started spraying, and it actually was spraying even harder. I was getting more action on the vehicle, getting the mud off of the bottom part of the vehicle than I would have if there was no wind. So I
We
was
want to
like,
be in
okay,
alignment with the wind, right, Steve?
alignment with the wind. Yeah.
Hey, that's a
So
perfect transition for the business in a box, isn't it?
it really is. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again. You guys drum roll on this. This has been
Hey, if you don't mind, I'll just make a little bit of a transition to the business in a box, guys.
yes, sir. Yeah.
So just to let you guys know, we've already invested, tens of thousands of dollars putting together the business in a box. We hired a firm to get that in place. We have a firm to do support. So when we have people come in with a business in the box, we have the best of the best of support that's available. We have some of the most talented people that are building the funnels for our business in a box. And guys, let me tell you, in our time with Ron, um, and what he's put together, his ability to have the emails end up in the, not in the spam, his ability to understand Facebook and the retargeting, Ron's going to be a part of that. Okay. And I'd like to say this, guys, what we've done on a massive macro scale is hard to do. It's hard to send millions of emails and not have some challenges with the service providers. It's hard to send tens of thousands of text messages without getting shut down. It's hard to send these things on a macro level, guys. It's everything we have actually works. It's just executing on such a big scale is a challenge. Now, the business in a box is, people have been asking for a year. When they see Sparky, oh man, this is so great, conversational AI and all this. I want that for my company. and we for a year we've turned people away, and so Steve and I, we just felt like the time was right. Okay, for a couple of reasons. Okay, number one, it's simpler for us to deploy and have satisfied customers. There's a pent-up demand where one person that gets the business in a box, as leads are coming in, they're going to have network marketers come in and see their system. They're going to say, I want that. And we believe that this will go viral. It'll create commissions. Our call center are going to be following up on your leads and selling them the business in a box, and you're going to be making commissions. Um, it's so complementary to what we're doing, guys. And matter of fact, I mean, you guys can learn this software. You can use it for your team. You can literally take all of this technology and offer it to other businesses. You could be your own agency, and what you guys can learn. I mean, so when people come in and they read the ebook Steve put together on how you can profit by AI, that's not theory. Okay, they could say, well, yeah, I'd like to take this and this and go to small businesses and offer this, and great. In the business in a box, you can offer all of that. So, guys, the synergy of what we're doing, but we believe it will raise a lot of revenue that we will then fund back to Ron and say, Ron, turn the leads up. Okay. One individual saw that we were taking resources away from Sparky and putting them into business. It's actually reverse, guys. It's actually the opposite. It's like we believe that this will create such a buzz. It'll go so viral, create commissions for everybody, and fuel our budget for the call center and for more leads with Ron to deliver on all of the leads, all of the promises we've ever made to everybody. Hinges, in my opinion, on adding this business in a box right now. It's the key for our next leg of the journey. So other than that, Steve, I don't think it's very important that we launch it right.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I don't know how many Zooms we've been on where we're with leaders and they're like, I don't get it. I don't want to promote all these other companies. I want to promote my company. I want to promote my brand. And, we're like, well, we're always trying to get around it where you can promote your brand. But really, I mean, it's kind of a secondary thing when they're branding their company on the dashboard because it's not part of the dynamic downline builder. I mean, it works. We all know it works. But now we can offer them an alternative product that they can engage with for their product, for their brand, for their deal. And then, of course, they're going to come buy the annual elite package because it's a done for you deal. They don't even have to share it. They can just join it, let the leads flow in, and let Ron and Ken and myself and the whole system and the webinar funnel and the emails do all of the selling, and the AI follow up do the sales, and the call center do all of the sales for them. For $2,000, they make $500 every time somebody buys one of those annual elite packages on the webinar. So 4 sales and they're broke even. And they're building multiple streams of income that they never even have to talk about or even let anybody know that they're part of. They don't have to share it with their team if they don't want to. But they're going to come join that too because they're going to be getting so much value from what we got here and spending time with us. So, it's a win, 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 win all the way across the board. Ken, before I share my screen, do we want to let people know about the bonus now or after?
That's up to you. That's up to you. I do want to just say one thing real quick here. So guys, it's really important. Our brand, our business in a box system, when a network marketer goes there, that's separate from a brand. It's separate than Sparky, meaning if someone from Amway, I'll just say, hey, I want that system for my team. It's very important that when they join that they have trust that we're not going to cross recruit them over into Sparky and get them into 6 other streams of income. Okay. So from that standpoint, it's very, that's the way this is set up. So any network marketer, any business that wants all the benefits of the system can go to our new brand and feel confident that we're going to help them get, go in the direction that they want to go. Now, that being said, for all of you, it's opposite. Okay, so the new product it's commissionable in our system. Okay, so if you're in Sparky, you get all of Sparky and you get the business in a box. But I just wanted to point out that relationship. So when you're talking to other network marketer leaders and you understand this is about building their brand, not our brand, right? When people buy the business in a box, it's not about Sparky. It's about helping that business build their brand. So I just thought I'd make that point, Steve, before you roll that out.
Okay.
On the
Yeah, that's right.
bonuses, whenever you want to do that, it's up to you, bud.
Yeah, well, look, since I let the cat out of the bag, let's just go ahead and talk about it. First of all, we're only taking 10 sales until we then get our programming together and get those fulfilled. And then as we knock these systems out, then we'll start releasing more. So there's only 10 available. And we're pretty much going to keep it like that. Even on our webinars, we're going to let people know we're taking the first 10. And then there's a waiting list for these until we really get our support company flowing and everything's flowing. Then we can up that number. But so that's the first thing. The second thing is we're going to be including leads from Ron that are going to be going into this system, followed up and engaged with the same way. We're going to talk about how many are normally included in our Brand Rise brand leader package, which is our entry level package. There's 500 leads that are included. We're going to be doing 5,000 leads included in the first 10 packages that we sell. So whether you guys go out and sell them for somebody else, or maybe you want to take advantage of it yourself, we're also offering $1,000 off. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, but those are the three big bonuses. Is one, we're only taking 10. You guys have first access to it. You guys are here live. You can start sharing this website right away and getting sales. And it's right now being developed into our Sparky system, into the dashboard, and you'll have replicated access to this funnel as well.
Hey, Steve, could I put this point in before you go or anything else?
Okay.
Okay, the other thing, guys, is you get the three amigos here. Okay. Okay, you guys know how talented Steve is on the graphics and putting together this. So these first 10 people are going to have Steven Swartz talent developing the art and creativity of your funnel and your brand. Right? He's not doing it for Sparky, he's doing it for you, your company, your brand. Okay, so you're going to have the TLC of Steven, okay, of Steve. Ron, with all his expertise and his talent, with the ad, with the ad spend and directing that and retargeting and all of that, Ron is going to work personally with the first 10 to make sure that your ad spend driving leads into your business is going to be absolutely optimal. And then I'm going to be going in and auditing and working with John, working with the programmers, working with our support team to audit and the workflow so it's done your way. That's most important for what you want to build your business. So you're not going to have any other better time to have more focused attention on building your brand with this system than being part of the first 10. So I just thought I'd put that in there, Steve.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just going to quick answer a question that's in the chat is what is the assurance on the business in a box? The assurance is that you're going to get a complete system built out, done for you, that's up, that runs on one of the world's most awesome software systems out there. And it's going to be branded to you. So that's your assurance is the system will be up, it'll work, you'll get training, you'll get support. And it's really, that's the assurance.
Steve, I'd like to
So,
make a quick comment on that. Okay. So let's build a wall here, guys. Okay. There's some people that just want everything done for them, right? That's Sparky. And that's where these two go hand in hand. If you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to take appointments, if you're not willing to have conversations, then this isn't for you. Okay. So, but it's for a lot of people. Okay. Outside of Sparky, most people don't expect that anyone do anything for them. we have a lot of people that are marketers. They want to market. They've been network marketers. They need to be updated to the, to the current times with technology and flow and everything. There's a huge market for this, guys, and we can deliver on an ongoing, unlimited, sustainable basis. We could literally go do $1 million a month with this and fully deliver on that. And so uh, if you're not an action taker, then this isn't for you. But here's the cool thing: leads that we're converting in Sparky, a certain percentage of those are going to be action takers, and so you're going to make the commissions on the people that this is for. So either way, everyone in Sparky is going to benefit by this product here.
That's right. That's right. So here's the landing page that we have up right now. We're having this cloned into the Sparky system, which will be available for all you guys. It's going to have its own branding. So when you share it with people, it's going to be coming from our BrandRise 360.ai domain that's being set up, propagated now into our Sparky system. It won't say anything about Sparky AI. It's going to be a brand of its own. It's BrandRise 360 AI. That way it's not scaring people off or having people think, oh, I've already seen this Sparky thing, I'm not interested. We're not going to have to answer any of those questions of why, of how this is conglomerated with a bunch of other opportunities. This is a brand of its own. It's BrandRise 360. And of course, once we get, we can always share our Sparky system with them as well. But
Steve, I have to admit, Steve come up with this name, this brand, and I'm like, it took me a minute to digest it. And I said, well, Steve, I really like to put like a bunch of ideas out there and just really let's think about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the principles and, how we don't want to paint ourselves in a corner and, everything out there. We went over probably 20, 30 names. I'm like, Steve, this says everything. It's not about our brand. We're about helping other people build their brand. And of course, 360 means everything you need to build your brand with automation, workflow, and AI is going to be built into this thing. I mean, this will be the most comprehensive system to grow any business that's out there. And I'll tell you this, guys, I have to say this for you. I think to really appreciate this. I was talking to Steve Gresham today. I'm like, actually, I was talking to Ron. I said, if you imagine if Savings Highway had this back 3 years ago, they'd already be, many of us would already be making, in my opinion, already be making $1 million a year with Savings Highway had we had this system back then. Hey, Ron, do you mind sharing your answer, your comeback on that? I love that.
About the tree?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I said to Ken the other day, when's the best time to plant a tree? And the answer was 20 years ago. But the second best time is tomorrow or even today.
Or today.
It is the starting point. And, there has to be action taken because you can't look in the rearview mirror and say, I should have, I could have, but I didn't. It's like you have to move on this. And companies, I got to give it to you guys. I got to give you guys credit to this. There are so many companies that are so hungry for a platform like this, and to give the sales force the opportunity to sell this to individual companies, individual groups that need their own branding, have their own process, is so powerful because everyone wants to jump in on this bandwagon, and no one has really brought it down to a simple, understandable process where they can apply it. Now, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but it's so complex. Most people it's way over their heads and they can never comprehend it. And I think that that's what makes this so powerful. It's simple, it's easy to understand, and you've got a great support team that you guys are providing the infrastructure to be able to, transition this out to individual groups. It could be big leaders in the industry, and it could be companies, small companies in the industry that are looking to get the jump. And I'll tell you one thing. Network marketing has gone through a massive change these past 2 years, and right now it's even happening faster. The companies that are engaging in this kind of marketing, the kind of marketing that's emerged in the last year, 2 years, is going to really what's going to set these companies apart in the future. And it's no different than companies that resisted automation 20 years ago kind of disappeared. And the young companies back then have become major companies today. But a lot of the companies have to engage in this kind of stuff or they're going to disappear. They're going to be like the old payphone booth network. I mean, they don't exist any longer. I mean, we all remember payphone booths. Maybe you can't find them anymore. There's a lot of industries that have evaporated, and there's companies within network marketing that are going to do that. But the good news is, Ken and Steve have put their money in this. They have put their money where it counts. They have taken everything they've learned from Sparky and everything else that they've done. They've applied it to this platform, and it is definitely the time to take it to the market for independents to be able to take advantage of a private branding system. So,
Hey, Ron, I want to just restate what you said, the last part of that. When I said that, you imagine where Savings Highway would be if we had this 3 years ago. You're like, well, what we have didn't exist 3 years ago.
right.
Right? So it's
Yeah.
like, but guys, we could do things the easy way or the hard way, right? The fact that we didn't have all this in place when when Steve and I got together 3 years ago, March of 2022, to relaunch this whole thing. If we had this literally, guys, it'd be game over by now. The money we spent on technology going even down wrong roads. I mean, we spent $500,000 in the last 12 months, guys, or 14 months in technology, trying to figure it all out, but it's all figured out now. So when you see the pricing, you can either pay with opportunity costs and go and try to put all this stuff together, or a friend of mine who built franchises, he talks about success compression. If you could take all this value, all these tools, even the usage that's built into the platform, you take all of that, you would spend over the course of the next year, and you can compress that together and finance it, guys. When you see the financing that's available on this, it's like, okay, a little bit you could take all the assets that you would spend over the next year and compress this together with the done for you, turnkey system, customizable, or you can go do it the hard way and bang your head against the wall for the next 6 months and try to figure it out yourself. So I would just say, guys, there's enough people that don't want to bang their head against the wall and want to have this put together for them. And, one of the best graphics artists was Steve working for them, one of the best people with Facebook and optimization with Ron. And I'm going to be working with all the experts on your automation. If you have a dream and if you have a brand that's important to you, and we could finance that, it's unbelievable. But over to you, Steve, to get into the details. But I'm so fired up about this.
I just had one. It was funny because Ron talking about the phone booth thing, and it's just I just got to tell you guys, this is so funny because I guess when my dad came over from when he was in Vietnam, and he moved from New York to California, they drove him around to all these properties like up in Crestline and San Bernardino and all these undeveloped areas, and they were selling them for like dirt cheap. And my dad ended up buying a bunch of properties, getting control of a bunch of properties, and he gave me one of them on my 21st birthday. He gave me a couple properties actually up in Crestline, and I went and surveyed one of them, and it was on such a slant that it would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to ever build the A-frame cabin that I wanted on it. So I sold the property. I got like 30 grand for it. My dad paid like $200 for it or something, way back in the early 70s. And I was gonna go buy, I was deep into it. I was gonna buy a phone booth route. That was it. I was gonna buy a phone booth route. I was gonna put phone booths up at all these places. I already had all these companies locations ready to go. I was ready to pull the trigger. And I just decided not to. I decided to follow my passion and go into and start my marketing company, Response Marketing. But 5 years later, right after that, cell phones went crazy and phone booths went dead. It was like a couple years after that, there was no phone booths. Now you can't even find a phone booth. So
Hey, and look what's happening with ATMs with Zelle and Venmo. They're starting to
yeah,
disappear.
That's right. Yeah.
The banks themselves are starting to disappear.
Yeah.
As far as the brick and mortar banks.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, change is inevitable. And, it's just about staying ahead of the change and being part of the change and reaching out to people and talking to them about that. And that's what everything that we're doing is about. And so here's the landing page. And so you can see, these guys scratching their heads like, where do we even start? I mean, how many of us have said that? And when we try to start, we go down the rabbit holes and there's so much out there, so many different software systems. What if you could just have one system? One software system that does it all. That's what we have for these folks.
Hey, Steve, I just want to bring one example. Our upline in Legal Shield, he was a top distributor in a company called Skincare Secret, that did like 280 million in business a year, and 80% of that business was under John Malott. He's made millions and millions of dollars. He knows network marketing. In fact, he just hit double platinum in Legal Shield. The guy knows what he's doing, but here's what he told me. He says, Ken, Steve, I know I got to get this AI thing figured out. I need these
Yeah.
processes. My team is not going to do the old, go to your friends and your family, three-way calls. He knows he needs this, and he is so excited. He's going to be one of our first customers. So how many people like John, these leaders that know they need something, that they're dying. Where do I get this? And guys,
And they just
I
don't
believe
have
this is
to.
going to go viral to the entire network marketing industry. I really do.
Yeah, it'd take them 3 years to build a system that we'll give them in 30 days. I promise you that. Anybody goes out and tries to do this on their own, it'll take them 3 years.
But
And
here's another cool thing, Steve, for people that understand Sparky in this, as people are coming through their funnel, not everybody can qualify for financing. Not everybody can do the 5,000, and it's a great fallback position. Well, and I think most people will say, okay, as you're bringing in a funnel, does it make sense to take the people that don't want to go ahead with that and plug them into Sparky? They'll go, oh yeah. Do you mind picking up 6 other streams of income and taking the people that you wouldn't sell and plug them into Sparky? Oh yeah. So the synergy, so people are over here, you'll have people go straight into Sparky that will want this. You have people that opt into this will understand how smart it is to be plugged into both. But back to you, Steve.
Yep. So we're going to go over the first package, which is our brand leader package. This is by far going to be the most popular package. Um, it's really built for like an individual branding themselves. Ken will get a little bit more into the specifics on how the mechanics work of that, but it's really about branding themselves. Uh, and then and then we run ads and we put leads into the system. And Ron's going to be, that's where I'm going to be talking to Ron here in a second. He's going to talk about how he's going to be managing these ads for these folks that are buying these packages ads that work, that come in and book a call for the leader. And then also that leader can then share this with their team as a marketing system where these teams can then take round robin leads and take these calls that are coming in from the ads that we're running and from the leads that are providing. And you can upload with these packages, you can upload your own lead list as well. So there's no, it's really a more self-owned system that you can really do a lot with.
Hey,
And
Steve,
so
I mentioned this to John actually. I said, well, John, yeah, it is 5,000, but you finance it, you know, around $200 a month. But also, what if you went to your team of 10 people and just say, hey, this is an incredible system. Leads are going to come in. If you want to be in the rotation, if you want to be part of this whole process, get 10 people to put in $500. And now this team is equipped for massive success. And everybody just had to kick in $500. Another way to
that's
do
right.
it.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. And I mean, I have you guys, 6 years ago, I bought a system similar to this using actually the same software. I used it for my detail company. It changed. I went from making about 100 grand to over $1 million a year in my first year after using this system. I promise you, I use this exact same system, and I still use the same guys that sold it to me, and I still have them run all my ads, and I still have them handle it all for me because it's all done for me. I do nothing but sit and take leads and talk to people, and my team talks to them, and we're all talking to them, and everything's done for us. The complete business is run through this system. I pay 5 grand and I pay 2 grand a month. I pay $1,000 in advertising and I pay $1,000 for them to manage everything for me. And I'll never leave them because it works. It's just like done for me. It just works. And and it comes with the phone number. So the we as BrandRise 360 issue them phone numbers, but we own the phone numbers. So if they go and if they want to go, and I'm telling you guys, this is really inside stuff, it's a strategy. But if they want to go and then say, oh, I'm just going to go do this on my own, or I'm going to switch to somebody else, they lose that phone number because it won't transfer over to their other system. It's built into this system. And once you start advertising a phone number, you don't ever want to lose it. That's one of the reasons I'll never leave the group that sold me my system because I advertise that phone number and people have it in their cell phones and we communicate on that phone number. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm married to you guys forever. So, it's a little strategy, but so with this brand leader package, first of all, it runs right now. We're doing a special. It's $49.97. Normally 5,997, but as a pre-launch offer, we're offering it for $49.97. Okay, financing is available, of course, through PayPal, Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. Affirm or Afterpay won't finance this one, but Affirm and Klarna and PayPal are financing this one and this one, you guys. Both of them are financeable. As a matter of fact, the big boy, the agency package, is financeable. It's about $1,000 a month through Afterpay. Even PayPal will finance this one. So, and we'll go over that a little bit more here in a second. But as you can see, as a comparison here, with the brand leader package, you're going to get $500 of email, calling credits, SMS. It comes with the conversational AI. The conversational AI will call out and it will take incoming calls. It also has a text AI conversation where when people are texting, the AI will pick up and have conversation with them, as well as the brand leader or the users, the unique users that that brand leader has in his team in this system, part of this system, can also communicate from their phone, from an app, right on their phone, a branded app to them. And they can communicate, text, email, call, everything from an app, from the phone number assigned to this brand leader package, not from their own
So
phone.
guys, another way to look at this is the person that buys this has the ability to kind of create their own little call center. Okay, their
Yep.
own agents. I mean, you have the autonomy to where your success or failure is in your hands, which is, the people that are willing to go to work and put the initiative, then the success is in their hands, and a lot of leaders are gonna love that.
Yep. And so we're starting them out with $500 in credits for all of that SMS, email, calling credits. They're really incremental, and we go over that even in more detail on our one-on-one appointments. That when people want to have one-on-one appointment with us, we'll go over all the little incremental costs that are monthly. They're really minute, until you really start scaling it up like us, and we spend, tens of thousands of dollars a month in these kind of things, but we're sending out millions and millions and millions of messages. And
Hey, Steve, I'm going to throw a crazy question out there. You know how when people can add more leads and then finance that? I suppose we could have somebody dedicate more money for their ad spend, increase their package a little bit so that they have a lot of money for ad spend. Is that possible? You think we can work that into the deal?
yeah.
Well, but why Steve thinks about that, I just want to let you guys know we include $250 in ad spend in their deal because we don't want to build them a car and then have them say, well, I don't have money for gas, right? So we're removing, you talk about some assurance. Okay, we're going to get this thing done for you, get you all set up, and then we're gonna jumpstart your ad spend with the money that comes out of this package.
That's right. And Ron, this is where you kind of come in. If you want to quick just talk about your part in this advertising.
Yeah, absolutely. We can create custom ads for different teams, different companies, and different groups specifically to their business. We would create a whole series of ads, and then we would optimize them through Facebook and create either we could either use forums or we could just create click ads to go to their landing page. So there's a lot of flexibility there depending on what they want to do with the leads, but it is very good feature because it allows people the ability to leverage the power of Facebook. And really, Facebook is the world's directory. It's got people's habits, it's got people's intent, it's got everything recorded. So the way we optimize our ads based on the marketplace and with our custom audience, it is phenomenal the benefit that they'll get for being able to launch an ad campaign and build up on it with as a co-op through their team and through their company. So yeah, absolutely.
And one of the big ways that we're going to be suggesting that people do it is they run their ads to a book to book a appointment, and those appointments will round robin through the brand leader or the agency leader and their team that they have connected to this system. And so, like for instance, if they've got a big team, it round robins. Let's say Let's say Ken's on my team, and I'm the brand leader, just for instance. Okay, and lead comes in off an ad and books an appointment with Ken. Ken gets on and he talks to him, gets him excited, and then they want to maybe they want to get their own system, or they want to do something big. Then Ken could either one get me, the brand leader, schedule an appointment, have them schedule an appointment with me as the brand leader to set the close for the team, for Ken and for myself. And or Ken can just sign them up as a brand user under him, and then they can use the system as a marketing system, and he can share it with his team. So there's a two-level affiliate commissions built into this. So the brand leader or the brand agency owner always is going to get a split of everything that's sold from their team, whether they're buying a whole system or they're buying a unique user account, which is $100 a month. And then we split 25% of that with the brand leader or the agency leader and the unique user that sponsored another unique user. So the brand leader or agency leader is always going to be getting a cut of everything that happens in it, as well as each one of the unique users that are using the system that are sharing it with their team will also get a monthly commission out of it as well. So really, really exciting.
Yes, Steve, when you look at that price point, okay, and you finance it for a couple $100 a month, now you have this machine, your whole team's growing because the leader made the investment. Maybe you pulled the funds together. But imagine this, guys, there's a concept called funded proposal. So when people are coming through the funnel, let's say if someone was selling isogenics, for example, and they bought this system, they want to build their isogenics business. Well, not everybody's going to join their isogenics business. Maybe they already have a company they're passionate about. Well, guess what? They still want this system. Okay, so the person with isogenics didn't get a team member, but are they okay if they made $1,000 commission because somebody came in and they wanted the system? See, guys, that's the way this is set up. When people are reaching out, they're looking for a system, and that's what we offer. And so, it's gonna, when you're making those commissions, guess what? You could put more money in your ad spend out of your profit. And what's going to happen? You're going to have more appointments. You're going to have more sales. And then you have more $1,000 commissions in this. If you're smart, you put it back into you reinvest into your ad spend and grow your budget bigger and bigger, and you grow your leaders too. So that someone who is, so by the way, as the brand leader on the page, you're the featured person. And then your team is there as testimonials and so forth. And so when the appointments are set, especially valuable for busy leaders, is the The newer associates, they could be taking those first early appointments, pre-qualifying the person, and then setting an appointment up for their leader. And so this is fantastic for the leader, so they could leverage their team with appointment after appointment after appointment, closing deals and put money in their pocket, put money in their team's pocket.
That's right. And so as you guys just saw, you can get the through Stripe, you can get this one financed through a firm for as low as $173 a month and have a branded system of your own that you're creating commissions as the owner of a system for all of the affiliates and all of the team members that come underneath that. You're going to be earning commissions even when they go and sell a new system. You'll be earning a split commission on those as well. So incredible through a firm. You can even pay through crypto now through a firm, but also we have PayPal, we have the Wise transfer. So now people that are outside of maybe Stripe's deal, you can actually pay for this package with Wise through a credit card.
I saw that. That's just brand new, isn't it, Steve?
That's brand new. We just got
Yep.
accepted for that. So I added it into the new fold. So now you can pay with credit card through Wise, through even with the Maestro card. So that's one of the ones that Stripe doesn't take. So just more and more options. And of course, you can pay with crypto. Anybody can pay with crypto of their choice. Any one of the networks that are offered. And get this, you guys, this is crazy. For the agency leader package, and we're going to talk about this. Look at this. This is no joke. You can get financed through a firm and through Klarna.
That's a whole game changer, guys. Oh my gosh.
They like us. They just upped our ante of what we can get financed for up to $30,000. So 29.97 comes like $3 under that ceiling, and we can get financed for it. Look at that, as low as $1,000 a month. You can get an agency plan, and we're going to talk more about that agency plan here in a second. But this is where I get really excited about what Ron's doing. And when we're looking at this, okay, so you get $250 ad credits included, and then you can choose your daily ad spend. Well, there's going to be a small once you do more than $250 a month, then there's going to be a small fee included to manage those ads. But Ron is going to be setting up these ads. I'm going to be helping with creative. We have creative teams, we have assistants that help us with the creatives. We're going to be watching the metrics, watching the best things. You saw what Ron can do with what we were doing. We were getting charged, and this is no joke. Okay. We went with a big firm. We were getting like $25 it was costing us for a click, for a lead. With these other guys. Ron got it down to like 20 cents sometimes, 30. It was ridiculous. It was like
Yeah.
25 cents a click, and it was a better group of people, more targeted. Ron cares about us. He understands what we're doing. And he takes the time to understand what people are doing and relevantly does it. It's not just pass the buck to somebody that's just on a paycheck, running some random ads and doing whatever. They don't care. All they want to do is get their commission on is they want to spend as much possible money as they can, so then they get a higher commission. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
In the other case, Ron really cares. And Ron's going to spend time with these folks on a weekly or bi-weekly, especially for the first 10. We're going to be spending a weekly, wrap up call with you guys. What's working? What can we do to change things? This is where we're at today. This is what we did last week. And so that's the kind of support that we're going to be getting. And if this thing, as this thing grows, that will continue because Ron and I are going to be, and Ken, we're going to be adding on more and more support staff to help us scale this thing to the moon. Ken and I already have a crazy awesome company that will onboard, set up all the workflows, do all the graphics, do all the funnels, do everything for us for each one of these packages. But for
And
the
they're the
most,
best of the best. We've already paid them 25 grand 6 months ago.
yeah, yeah,
So
and
they're already lined up ready for this, guys.
that's right. We already got all the infrastructure in place, built into our agency, our enterprise system, and we're going to be launching those out. But we're going to have a hands-on on this for the first 10. So real hands-on as we really understand it. So then we can help direct those guys as they go along and set the bar
And
high.
that's selfish on our part, by the way, because once we dial this in for you, then we can dial it in for all of your team and their team and their team.
That's right. That's right. And we can make sure to direct those guys and set the bar where we want it so they have to follow our lead, not us following their lead. Anyways, so that's one of the big things. And so $250 ad spend comes with it. Um, like Ken said, to get it going, 500 business op leads for the first 10 that come in. We're going to give 5,000 business opportunity leads, and then make it available at like our packages that we have now for our elite annual packages. You can get leads coming into this thing, uh, and you can also point your own traffic. You can get traffic. Ron's got some awesome traffic sources that we can talk to you about, and and run ads, and that work not only for network marketing and branding, but also for our businesses. So we also have this same setup for a business. So these ads will be run the same thing in their local area. So if they own a pizza shop, a barber shop, a detail shop, uh, a house painting, yard company, maybe they run an affiliate coaching system, we can dial in their local market and run ads just to a specific area, a certain geographic to certain key points that they're searching for. All kinds of ways to highly target their audience, right, Ron? No matter if it's a business, whether it's a,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ron, how
so
many new businesses start each year did we decide, Steve and Ron? We talked about that yesterday. It's millions, isn't it?
five
It was
point something million
5
in the
million new
US alone.
businesses a year need this.
That's
yeah.
right.
Kind of have a little bit of a market there.
A little bit of a market. Hey, it took me 2 or 3 years to finally buy a system. I had been seeing them, they were kind of new, and I finally bought into one, and man, it was the best thing I ever did.
And I was talking with Steve Gresham today, how we're going to have people that just love the business side, and so they're going to be calling on businesses to offer this. They're going to be selling the benefits that Savings Highway has to offer and make money there. They're going to be selling lower my bills and be making money on there. And guys, you're going to have those people in your downline that are going to be making those sales and B2B sales, even Legal Shield B2B, and all of that is in your downline. Why you have a team of people that are selling this because they're going to be selling these other products that you override as well.
That's right. So you get all that, you get the extra leads coming into the system with nurturing. So these leads also include their fresh verified hot leads, include engagement and nurture sequences to start nurturing and engaging with those leads, bringing them into a book a call or into your webinar or into your funnel. You can add team members like we were talking about, unique users to rotate leads to, share appointments and follow-ups with at $100 per month per unique user. Now we share that with you at 25%. So a unique user is $100 per month. 10% goes to the brand leader for every single unique user, and then 15% goes to any one of the unique users that sponsors another unique user in that brand leader's system. So that's how the split works. Now, with the bigger packages, let's say somebody comes in and they want to buy a bigger package. They're like, hey, I'm ready to take this thing to the next level. You get them on the phone with your brand leader, or you're the brand leader, and you get them on to a webinar or into a Zoom appointment, and they buy brand leader package themselves, it's $1,000 one-time commission. And then if it's if one of your unique users does it, I think we set it up as a 50-50 split. So if one of your unique users goes out and sells this system to somebody, then you get 50% of that. You, as the brand leader or the brand agency, you get 50% of that. And the unique user that went out and sold that package gets $500. You get $500. If it's a brand agency package, it's $4,500. And then there's a 50-50 split with the person that sold it in your team and or with the brand agency owner. Or if the brand agency owner sells it, they get the whole $4,500. So really, really exciting. It's a breakaway though. When somebody buys one of those systems, there's no more commissions on the unique users for that new system. But if all the unique users coming into your brand system are shared, so it's a great way to create some real revenue while building whatever company it is that you're building. Because with the brand leader package, it's more of a personal brand, and then you, when you get them on the phone, then you talk to them about the company that you're marketing. With the brand agency package, you get a full website, full done website. You get several, you get 5 different funnels. So if you're marketing Melaleuca or one, whatever company you're marketing, you're going to get a full branded funnel for that company specific, as well as a personal branding, as well as 3 other funnels that you can customize any way you want. We build the funnels for you, and they're available round robin with your team. Same kind of thing. So really, really cool. You get 10 unique users included with the brand agency package. There's so much more that goes into the brand agency package. We can talk about that more, and we will learn about that more. We're going to be doing full webinars. If anybody's interested, Ken and I and Dawn right now are taking appointments. We're the only ones taking appointments, so you can book an appointment with us, and we'll go over everything that's included. We'll get you onboarded and get you rolling.
And just real quick, guys, the concrete's not completely set on these guys. As we get feedback from the clients, and maybe they want a little bit more of this and they don't care so much about that.
That's right.
This isn't cast in stone, so to speak. So, but it's gonna be pretty close to this, but we're gonna get your feedback and make certain adjustments as well along the way.
So a rotator comes with it for advertising and for leads coming in and for traffic. So there'll be a rotator that will rotate clicks and leads for everybody that's in your team. And you can set up lead co-ops that way too, or advertising co-ops. If you want to run an advertising co-op, you can run it to the rotator. If you're running your own ads, you can just run it to yourself. You can decide who you want to rotate those leads to. So it's really robust. It's all included. Affiliate commissions that we just talked about, one-time funnel creation and optimization. So we're going to create a funnel. We're going to help optimize it, SEO, the whole 9 yards, and get it ready to share. You're going to have access to auto SMS messaging, email messaging, voicemail drops, AI calling, and AI bot follow-up as well. You're going to get a live 2-way text emailing conversation. So with the app, you get an app. Everybody gets an app. With the agency, you get a full branded app. With the with the brand leader package, you get an app that has a capability of doing 2-way conversations, email, text messaging, and notifications, email notifications, and booking. You can book on it. You can even collect money from the app. So it's a really awesome app. You get calendar and booking automation. So we're going to set up your guys' calendars. We're going to set up all the automation, all the follow-up automation, and we'll help sync it also up with your social media, with your email, or either your Google or Microsoft. So our system will sync with your Microsoft or Gmail account. So you can create your calendar on your Gmail and your Microsoft, and it'll transpose over here. And when you're busy doing stuff, it won't book an appointment for you. So really, really, really robust stuff. A total social media integration and auto post planner on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube. Google My Business, and Blue Sky. So you'll get an integration with all of those social medias, and you can schedule posts. You can create posts and schedule them to run 30 days in advance, 60 days in advance. You can schedule them to run every other day. The system will optimize them for whatever social media is integrated into the system. Really cool stuff, AI powered. Um, you get a live AI chat bubble. So it learns from the information that's on your site. It'll help answer questions from your Q&A. You can feed it more information so it can help answer more questions. And it'll act as a question and answer, kind of like other sites you've seen, where you click on it and you're talking to an AI bot. It will help answer people's questions and book appointments for you. So if there's a question that it can't answer, it'll say, would you like me to book an appointment with Ken for you? Or would you like me to book an appointment with, one of the team members? And it'll book an appointment for him right there. It'll say, what days do you have available? And then I'll look through the system, brrr, and I'll say, okay, oh, I've got something for Tuesday at 5 o'clock available. Would you like to take that spot? And it'll book the appointment. All the automation will go into place right after that, the follow-up reminders, everything else on that booking. All connected to the calendar that we set up that's synced up with Google and Microsoft. Um, you get a full Google My Business integration, which allows you to communicate on the app two-way messaging from Google My Business. So when people go on your Google My Business site and they want to message you, you can actually communicate with them just like you're sending a text message from your app. It's all in one place. All the conversations are in one place. You can mark them as hot, cold. You can add notes. They're there forever. So really, really cool. You also get an integration with Facebook and Instagram. So from your ads, let's say somebody wants to communicate with you from an ad or a post, it'll show up on your app as a text message and you can communicate with them right there. You don't have to go to the Facebook, you don't have to go to your messenger, you don't have to go look on your business page or anything. We'll help you optimize your business page, connect the messenger to your app, and boom, and Instagram. So now you're messaging and texting with people right from the app. Yeah, I do that all the time. I get people commenting on my Facebook posts and I can talk to them right there. I'm like, "Oh, hey, what do you think about that?" And it's really cool. It's just like I'm text messaging. And my whole team can too. And we all see the same conversation, which is so cool because we can each see what each one of us is talking to the person about. And the client doesn't know that it's anybody different. It's just one thread for them, but for us, it shows who's talking to them, what they've said, what they're sending. So really, really cool stuff. So you get the Facebook, Instagram integration, and it's a full CRM, customer relationship management tool on steroids. You guys, you get complete access to your entire database. You can download it, you can upload and you can sync to your email marketing campaign. So you can download your leads, you can upload leads, you can sync your leads to your email marketing system. You can use the email marketing system inside of your system. Um, it helps you with your reputation management. It'll even do automated flows for reviews and automatically respond to reviews as well. So when
Hey,
a
Steve,
client,
one little feature I want to put in there. So imagine this, guys, somebody goes over your funnel, they put in the information. We could have a workflow there where if they don't take the next step within so many seconds, it literally can either send you a text or literally trigger a call for your team so that when someone's nibbling on when they're going over these capture pages, boom, it creates a call and a conversation immediately. So
that's
it's
right.
awesome.
Yeah. And it has instant text back when somebody calls and nobody answers. Like I have mine go directly to a voicemail and it immediately sends them out a text asking them, what kind of car do you have, make, model, and year. Hey, I'm going to get right back with you. We must be on the other line. And then I now am communicating with them by text and they get instant text message when anybody calls any one of my phone numbers. It's all connected and they get an instant text message. So they're getting instant access because we all know if somebody's looking at something and they take action, if they don't get a response right away, then they're going to go to the next person. So we make it where they're getting instant response, instant communication. The whole team can then pick up and answer that communication. So nothing gets lost. So with this package, there's a 100,000 contact limit. And then for every additional 100,000 contacts, it's $97 per month. But with the one-time $5,000 a month, or 5,000, the one-time 49.97 cost, it does come with a 100,000 contact limit. And then every 100,000 after that, you pay in increments of 100,000, 97 more dollars per month for those 100,000. With the agency package, you pay 47, you get 1,000,000 contacts, and then you pay $47 per month per additional 100,000 contacts. Again, we talked about the calendar setup and two-way sync with Google and Microsoft. I mean, it's so incredibly awesome. I use it. As a matter of fact, we just set up our calendars to be available to take appointments. And I went right on my calendar, booked out my days, my appointments that I already had, and it showed up on the booking page here. I was like, instant, instant. So I don't get double booked, you know. If I'm out playing racquetball or something, I got a racquetball or I'm on a bike ride, I don't want to be taking an appointment. or if I have a doctor's appointment or whatever. Or like now I took off my time now while we're on this Zoom off of my Google Calendar and automatically went over it synced up. So really, really cool. You get one virtual phone number set up that is available on the app that takes calls, text messaging. It runs everything for you. Blog creation and management tool is included, and of course, it's all AI powered. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of extra stuff that comes with the brand agency package, but even more is you get a 5-page fully customized website, including all the SSL setup, all of the integrations with email notifications, social media links, meta description, keywords, all your SEO, custom designed and aligned for your brand. And that's in addition to the 5 funnels that we're going to run off of that page as well, or for whatever you want to do. So
Hey,
you can
Steve, I'd like to call an audible. I think you'd be okay with this. On the other package, maybe we'll have to move some features around, but there's the possibility that you can have your own courses within that, kind of like the school software. You could have, I know many of you love coaching and teaching, and so you can have your own courses. We know that the Facebook chat's going away. With a lot of these groups, you could have your own communities inside of that as well. So for a leader that's really developing their own team, those could be some features that we could work out to put on these packages as well.
Yeah, so we do have that on the agency package. We have the
Oh,
full
okay, okay.
courses, quizzes, and surveys, custom forms.
Oh, sorry, I
Uh,
didn't see that. I knew it had to be on one of these packages, Steve. So
yeah, no, it's a full course. You can set up a whole coaching company, really, really, really robust. Full courses with quizzes, surveys, interactions, step-by-step videos, text, and you can set these up with AI now. They have an AI, you can get the AI employee because the AI employee comes with the agency package, and the AI employee will basically build these things for you. You tell it what you want, you share with it what you already have written up, and it'll build it into courses for you. Incredible, incredible stuff. Um, and of course, you also get an affiliate manager system that's included. So you could run any on any one of your funnels, on any product that you're offering on your website, any product. If you're selling a whistle ball, those balls that you throw and they come back to you, let's say you got a good line on those and you want to sell them, you can sell that as an affiliate product and share affiliate commissions with your team. So this is like
So
a
Steve,
whole
we're creating master marketers here, aren't we?
master marketers. Yep.
Yeah.
And you can have brand leader sub accounts under your agency account. So you can share commissions with your brand leader, um, and you can have brand leaders underneath your brand agency account. So let's say you have somebody in your team wants to do some, some really high-end branding. You could sell them a brand leader package and it'll still be connected to you as the brand agency. Now the unique users, it'll break away, but that brand leader package is going to be sold under your brand agency. So incredible. And of course, they're going to stay with it forever because they're not going to want to lose what is already built and the momentum and the phone number and the advertising and the marketing. They want to, once you start advertising, you don't want to change anything anymore. Because people save that stuff in their phone and they call a year later, or, I get calls all the time like, oh, I saw your ad like a year ago in Safeway. And I'm like, oh, okay. Good thing I didn't change my phone number. Turned out to be like a private jet, or it was a yacht. It was a big old giant yacht. And the guy goes, yeah, I picked this up at Safeway. I run ads on the back of Safeway
Wow.
receipts. He's like, yeah, I picked this up a year ago. So, and it was my number that I had connected to my system. And I never even took the call. It just went to the system and we text message. I went and met him and booked it was like a $20,000 job. Um,
Hey,
so
Steve,
that's what we got, folks.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say in case anyone has to go, I just wanted, because, they'll be able to watch some of this on the replay, but could you cover how they can set an appointment on this, on the page here, Steve, real quick
Yes,
before we
sir. Yeah,
finish that?
absolutely. So, um, one, you can go down here and set an appointment here. Click this button, click and set up an appointment. You can go here and set an appointment. Just fill out this information. As a matter of fact,
It is kind of first come, first serve on the first 10, so thought we better cover that. Yeah,
oh,
we just want you to fill out a little form, what your interested is, what level the interest is. Just a few quick questions, and then you can book an appointment with myself and Steve and Don Braden at this point. Well, I'm sure we'll expand that list pretty quick as we go, but we'll be taking the first appointments.
yep, there you go. So the next appointments are available tomorrow, Friday from 5, or this is Hawaii time, you guys, so it shows up in my time. Um, I'm 6 hours behind East Coast and 4 hours behind Mountain. But and so you can either go with any available or you can choose to either see what my schedule is, see what Ken's schedule is, or Don's schedule.
And I'm making myself available from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. So with a couple of exceptions, but we're here to support you and
Yeah,
help you and your team have as much success as possible.
yep. And then for the enterprise level, it comes with everything you see here, plus even more. I mean, it comes with like accounting tools and custom workflows. This one is basically like for, let's say a new network marketing company starts and they need something to help run their database and they want to launch a marketing system to give to their team. That's where the enterprise package would come in. They run between around 100 to $250,000, but they are extreme. These are like extreme business systems, accounting, AI employees that help with the accounting. Uh, you can send out contracts and forms with it and have signing of contracts back and forth. There's just so much that's built into the enterprise system that I didn't want to list it all. But if anybody's interested, if there's a bigger company out there, a bigger, uh, you know, possibility when we're doing appointments for you for one of your leads or somebody that you're talking to, we're gonna, if we feel they're an enterprise, we're going to pitch them the enterprise package. And
Steve, with these packages, I foresee we'll have people come in, immediately start creating a six-figure income for themselves just on the first two packages. And then when you
oh
consider
yeah,
these enterprise packages with some very significant commissions on top of that.
that's right.
And Steve, do we offer financing on those big packages?
We do. We do. Even on the enterprise package, we can finance now. So oh, I forgot to mention, in the agency package, this is something that a lot of people want and can use. It's a WhatsApp integration where you can do two-way communication through the app with WhatsApp as well into the system. So it's all tied in together. You can run ads that go to your WhatsApp that are connected to a chat to an AI bot that book appointment for you or in your team. So
Steve, could you imagine somebody has members on their team that are picking up these commissions, selling these, and what, most of them are going to put their money back in. They're going to be buying the packages with Savings Highway, the annual and the VIP. They're going to be putting money back into advertising. So, this all is very, very complementary to what we have together. And I know, so we're going to our network first and like, well, who do you know in business, right? That wants this, and we're not limited to network marketing, but I mean, aside from traditional business, Steve, how many network marketers are there in the United States, and how many network marketing companies? I mean, a ginormous amount, right?
millions, millions. Yeah, it's a lot, Ken.
I mean, we asked that question. What if Savings Highway had this 3 years ago? Okay, so if there's a company that maybe they're relatively young, and we can set them up, their whole team, with the turnkey marketing system that just duplicates and duplicates and duplicates. And they're in charge of it, right? We help set it up and we're here to support them, but they own it, they control it. If network marketing owners, and you don't have to target those. They're just going to come along as your prospecting, as your team's prospecting. But there's some significant money here, guys, and I believe you'll have people on your team that they'll come in and make a strong 100, 200,000 or more in now money. And if they're smart, they'll make sure they're leveraging Sparky and building multiple streams of income and turn that into some incredible wow money that just keeps coming in.
18 to 20 million people are involved in network marketing at this point in time.
Oh, so there's not a market for this.
No.
Yeah. That's incredible.
That's right. Yeah. No. All right, guys. Well, that's kind of what I have for you. I'm excited. We're really turning the corner. We're really going in a different direction. And it's the same direction, but we're just fine tuning it. We're picking the winners and we're going with the winners. Just like what Ron does with our ads. He picks the winners and we double down. And so that's what we're doing. I mean, you cannot argue with 60%, 40%, 30% open rates on emails that are going out to the leads that we own, that you guys have, that are assigned to you, talking about, how can I start an AI how can I utilize AI? How can I not be left behind? Is AI going to take over my job? Talking about these major, major conversational points that people are highly, highly, highly interested in. And that's where we're meeting them. We're meeting them people where they're at, getting them into our webinars, hooking them, baiting them to stay to the end with a lot of value and stay with us. Even the value that we give them lasts for a year. So chances are they're going to be going through that ebook series course, and every ebook series course is pointing them back to, guess what? The annual elite package, to being a Sparky member. And the bigger and the more involved training courses that we're offering within the system as a member.
Guys, and we offered the assurance plan, right, to all the members. Now our 4.0, when we get that going, we're probably not going to have for future people the assurance plan at the lower level. We'll have it for the annual. But guys, we're committed. People that we've assured people with the team packages that you're going to have a certain amount of team. But this business package will really allow us to raise unlimited capital, that no matter how long it takes, that we will keep paying for advertising, keep paying for leads, keep building the call center, guys. We will deliver on all of the promises we've ever made to anyone in respects to leads, conversions, team members. So it's please, I just want to make sure nobody thinks that this is detracting from what we're doing, but it's extremely complementary. One hand washes the other. It's something you can feel confident selling this. There's an appetite for this. What are your final thoughts, Ron?
You guys are spot on. I mean, it's 100% focused on the open market, and you've got a group of very dedicated network marketers building their 7 streams of income, following a platform like Sparky, now being able to offer this to the open marketplace. This is a fantastic opportunity for everyone. And not only for the people here, but also the people being able to benefit from it that run either normal day-to-day type businesses or other network marketers that want to just brand themselves and build out their businesses and their teams. So yeah, it's a win-win, 100% around the clock, 360. It's perfect.
Awesome. One more question, Ron. So
Certainly.
if somebody knows a chiropractor, a restaurant in their area, they know somebody and they think that their friend that owns this business can benefit from a system like that. So just to reemphasize, can you get leads for that chiropractor in that restaurant or whatever business?
Oh, absolutely. Every industry has got hot points and triggers, and I can create ads. I mean, we can put together ads for just about any type of business, whether it's a local industry or whether it's a nationwide business. It makes no difference. But and those are different types of ads than the ads that we run with Sparky, but they're very specific to that industry and that business. So yeah, absolutely, we can definitely do it and do it very effectively to give that company some exposure that they're not getting, and they're missing out on a lot of money if they're not utilizing the proper exposure. So we could definitely deliver a good platform for those individuals. Yeah.
So there's that expression, the world is our oyster, right? So
Yep.
you guys could take this to businesses, everybody knows the CEO of a big company. Everybody knows this, owner of a small company. So we're taking our network and we're able to penetrate into the business market. And again, we're going to have many of our members, many of our people that are going to. I was talking with Steve Gresham. We're really, he's really going to beef up the B2B and selling the benefits and selling the lower your bills. So you're going to have some people on your team in Legal Shield that sell B2B and Savings Highway that sell B2B that are going to be selling this system. And Sparky's going to feed that, and that's going to feed Sparky. Steve, I think it's 1 + 1 = 111. My
That's
personal opinion.
right. Yeah. Yeah. If I could just say one final thing, and I just got to tell you guys from my heart, I'm telling you right now, I I I use this same system for my business. It turned my business from $100,000 a year business, struggling to earn $100,000, scale it up to $1 million. The very first year I started using this system, I spend $1,000 in advertising and marketing, and that's it. I spend $1,000 a month. I've never changed that. That's exactly what I spend running through the funnel that they build for me and they optimize for me, and they help me run the ads, and they're always clever on picking out what's new and what's the new products and what the new hit points are in ceramic coating and detailing. And my calendar is booked 7 days a week. I turn jobs away. I'm looking for companies that I can sub jobs to because I can't take all the jobs. And it's never stopped. It's been about 6 or 7 years. And here's the key point. I never had to learn how to do anything. I just use the app and talk to people. And I set up, some like templates, some snippets that I can send them communication with, like already pre-written text messages. And I was able to teach everybody on my team. And, I, detail techs aren't college, scholars. And they all use the app, and it doesn't take much more than a couple days for them to learn how to use it. And we're all pros. There's no learning. The learning curve is like nil. The hardest part of the whole deal was getting it set up and just giving them the content that I needed for them to do their job. And that wasn't very hard. It took me a couple days. And then they did the rest. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing for you. And I just can't get over how easy it is to use and how easy it is to have your team or a company to train their employees how to use this system. And everybody can be on it, doing it from anywhere. I'm at the beach half the time, and I'll, come back and I'll check my phone and I'll book an appointment. Takes me 2 minutes. I book an appointment. It's that simple, and it's all done. And then they get beautiful communication. My customers love me. You should have seen when I first launched it. Everybody was like, man, your system is so good. I mean, you go to zippyclean.com and go read the reviews. I got thousands of 5-star reviews from people that say they love our communication, they love the booking process, they love our ads, they love our product, they love our service, and it helps my techs, my team, be more productive because they don't have to deal with any of it. The app just tells them where to go, how to collect the money, what to do. All the information's there. They can communicate with the customers right from the app. They don't have to do any of that. All they have to do is just go do their job, collect the money at the end of the job. And so they can spend more time doing more productive stuff rather than dealing with where do I go, or I can't communicate, whose number, where am I, what's the phone number, or when's my next job coming. Jobs are just set up and lined up. They log on every day and their jobs are there. They get emailed when a new job gets booked. It's an incredible system that works. And
Steve, I
that's
want
what
to point
makes
out
it
just
work.
one thing it doesn't do, if you don't mind. Okay. We love the system, but a little over a year ago, we tried to launch our affiliate program in the system, and it did not work. It was a brand new, a lot of bugs, a lot of limitations, and so thank goodness we hooked up with a partner outside of this system that see with this system that it has some constraints, but we have the best of both worlds. So we have this system that we're utilizing in a lot of ways, but then we have programmers that Steve and I meet with our programmers. We just say, hey, can you guys do this or this or this? They'll go, yeah. We say, okay, make it so.
That's right.
Right. So this is part of our combination of all of several different marketing systems. We've brought them together that makes the whole Sparky system. And I tell you guys, it's way harder to do it on this macro scale, that we can get a leader coming in and get this thing tuned up, working for them, get them in profit in a very, very, very short period of time. They're going to be happy. You're going to make commissions. They're going to tell all their friends. We believe this is going to go viral, and it's going to be a huge catalyst to the future of Team Sparky.
Oh yeah, yeah. What we're offering here is far advanced and beyond what I have for my company. So even at the brand leader level. So that's why I'm so excited about it. And as easy as to use. It's just so simple to use.
And I tell you guys, again, it's success compression, right? Just that simple list on the first deal, it might look simple. It might take you 6 months to a year to figure it out. We'll help you implement it and get those success systems in place working within 30 days. So you can
Running.
struggle for 6 months to a year, or have a system that works in 30 days. So it's up.
That's right. Appointments getting booked and ads running within 30 days.
Yeah, there's a lot to the system, and it's you could say there's a nice checklist, but
if somebody went out and tried to do it on themselves, it would take them 3 years to set it up. At least 3 years to get what they're going to get in 30 days.
So some people want to bang their head against the wall because they want to save money. It's all about cheap. And some people like, hey, there's a big market. I'd rather cheat off your homework and have you help put this in place so I can, start exploding my success and my team's success today, now, versus dragging it out over months
Well,
and months of time.
plus most business owners and even leaders, especially leaders, they get so busy, they don't have time to go figure all this stuff out. It's like you're taking away from your income earning activities. And that's what everybody needs to be in, is income producing activities.
Steve, if you, I'm gonna put a number out, see if you agree. If all this stuff we talked about, if this was in place 100% in place for Team Sparky a year ago, I believe it cost us $30 million not to have it in place a year ago.
Oh yeah, easy. Easy.
That's called opportunity cost, right? You could either spend your time struggling to get it implemented, or you can get it implemented and then execute and grow your business and make, you know, get on with life rather than struggling putting it together. You just have it put in together for you, and you go out. So I feel like not having this a year ago has cost us easy 30 million.
Even our funnel, we would have had 100,000 more people on our team if we were running our funnels in this direction, our webinar and team conversions.
You know what? One thing, Steve, a lot of people, and you taught me this, you know, a lot of people, they look at pricing and like, like in networking, like nobody's going to pay over 200 a month for an auto ship, and nobody's going to do this or that, and then you have people like Steve, like, well, what's the top package? How do I position myself? I'm about getting the job done. If I need to, if there's a way to get there faster, I'm willing to pay more money. So guys, don't let your limited thinking think that there's not a market for this. This is chump change. One of the competitors in the research and putting all this together, they start out at a minimum of 11 grand. The next is 35,000, and then 50,000, and they don't have financing. This is nothing.
And they don't have Ron.
What's that?
And they don't have Ron either.
That's right. Guys, there is an appetite when we get this out there and people see this, it's going to be popping like popcorn, real quick. And, some people that are out there getting networking, and they'll get a lot of the $5,000 pops, some maybe multiple a week. They'll get, a couple of 30,000 pop. And then what if you sold a $250,000 deal every quarter? There's some pretty nice commissions there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a pent up demand, guys. People have been, people see this Sparky and all this automation are like, I want that for my company. And we're like, no, not right now. So we put this off for a year. We have a wait, there's a lot of people that we're going to be getting back to. It's not that, Steve, a couple $100 a month to equip your team, even to $30,000, for people to say our whole team can pull together and cover $1,000, and now our team can rank advance in that company because we have a turnkey system that's duplicatable. There's going to be a huge market for this. We feel confident about that.
Absolutely, 100%. If you're a leader, you're moving and shaking, you're making money, and your team's growing, you're going to put money into your team. Period.
So heads you win, tails you win, right?
That's right.
If people come in Sparky, they stay in Sparky, you win. But then your team in Sparky will be marking the business package.
Yep.
And it's one hand washes the other. So it's absolutely, totally, I think it really is, Steve, 1 + 1 = 111. The synergy of this is going to be incredible.
So right now you can use the br360ai.com to market this today with and we're going to manually plug in the commissions into the Sparky system. Look for the BrandRise 360 menu tab to pop up within the next couple days. It was almost done today before this meeting. And the BrandRise 360 tab will be on your dashboard in the menu button with replicatable funnel for you to go out and share.
Hey, Steve, I'm going to point out something that happened with Savings Highway, the MMM program.
Yeah.
Some of the leaders had some sales happen that they had nothing to do with. And all of a sudden they're like, wow, I love the MMM program. I made $800 last week. They didn't even know. I mean, they didn't even talk to the person.
Wow.
So guys, you're going to be, we have other money set aside for the call center. So the leads in your back office, if you do nothing else, we're selling your leads these packages and you'll make money. Right,
That's
Steve?
right. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to be going after all the leads in the system twofold. One for these new packages, two for the new funnel. In the new direction that we're going with the new webinar, with the catch the wave webinar.
So more money for the call center gives them more incentive to reach out to your leads. And, if we convert leads to the annual package, you win. If we convert them, sell extra leads, you win. If we sell them, this new business system, you win. If we sell them the MMM program, you win. So whether you do anything or not, leads in your back office, guys, we're going to be selling all these things. So it just means more money for every one of our affiliates.
That's right. So it's there, it's ready.
Hey, Steve, let's have one little fun before we exit this, guys.
Okay.
If you see that with everything we talked about, you're going to make more money, put more in the chat. If you see that everything
Put
we're
dollars.
talking about,
Yeah.
the new webinar, the new products, our call center reaching out,
Way more.
making sales for you while you're on the beach or working your day job. Guys, the theme of everything we talked about tonight is more money for you. If I was to sum it up, Steve, that's what I would say. More money,
more money for
more
you.
conversions,
Right.
more
Yes.
duplication. That was the theme for tonight. More money, more duplication.
More money, more money.
That is the best kind of money, isn't it, Steve? More money.
More money. More money, more money, more money.
Guys, I'm just telling you, from Steve said from his heart, from my heart, you could feel very, very good that you could sell this business in a box and your customers will be happy. You'll make money, but you're going to have happy customers. It's a proven system plus all the value add that we add. You could feel confident you can sell it. And that's important to us too, guys, right? So we know that we can sell these $5,000 packages, $30,000 packages, $200,000 packages and feel good about it. And that revenue is going to help us fulfill every promise we've ever made with Team Sparky over this last year. So, Steve, I have to say, from a confidence level and an enthusiasm level, you and I are probably the highest we've been in the last 90 days, at least, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're hopefully we can translate that to you guys. We understand we've had some challenges. What company doesn't? And by the way, I just want to also say I'm so proud of Steve Gresham with the conversation we had for the last 2 hours. 2 hours today. They had a hit. They had a hit probably about a year and a half ago, and Steve was just saying, "I'm so glad we had the hit because it caused him to reevaluate some things and bring some things on." And he is more. He's in a better position and more excited for success going forward. But he got knocked on his butt first. He had a pretty big hit with his database having some issues, and then some people leaving the company, and then causing him some grief, and he had a challenge, and every business has challenges. We have challenges, but we don't quit. Right? You'll know when we're done if you're throwing dirt on us or putting me in the oven. That's the only time I would even consider. If I'm breathing, guys, we're going to keep moving ahead and we're going to deliver on all of these promises, and we're going to turn a lemon into lemonade. That's just the way we are. So we've had some lemons thrown at us. We stay positive. We're going to turn it in lemonade. And we're going to keep moving ahead. But hopefully everyone understands we are absolutely committed to fulfill everything we've ever promised anybody with Team Sparky. And Steve, I just think this business in a box it's going to fuel everything for us. It's going to capitalize us. It's going to give everyone more money. I just super fired up about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Well, we took a little longer. We had a lot to cover. And
Yeah, we did.
we'll have this, have it on this replay on the blog. We'll have it on YouTube. We'll have it in the back office. And we'll, on the blog, we'll index it. So if somebody really wants to go learn about the business in a box, they can go there. If they want to go and listen to, the webinar. So we'll have this broken out for you. We decided to take a little bit more time so that you guys we feel like you deserve as much detail as possible. And so we went longer, but we wanted to give you guys all the information. And we're going to stay in touch every week, guys, right? So the next meeting
That's right.
will be a little bit shorter, probably a lot of bit
That's right.
shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back on track. We'll have our updates every Thursday, and it's game on, guys. October is going to be, momentum.
Hey, you guys,
life changing.
throw some throw some fire in the chat for Ron and everything that Ron does, man. He is such a great guy. And the call center team, throw some fire in the chat for the call center team and everything.
Absolutely. Throw some fire in the chat for all the hard work Steve's been doing on the business in a box, on the new webinar and the ebook. Man, Steve, you have just been going to town, brother.
That's right. You too, man. You too, Ken.
Guys, I've spent weeks researching this. I
Yeah.
know what the competition offers. I know what we have to offer, and I'll put our solutions against anything out there. They might have, this piece or that piece, but from a holistic standpoint, I don't think you could be in a better place to
That's right.
capitalize on what's happening with AI, network marketing, multiple streams of income, whether you want it done for you or whether you want to get in and learn some of this stuff. We have something for everybody, in my opinion, Steve.
I agree with you. I agree with you, partner. And Ken, I mean, put some fire in the chat for Ken. Dude, you've been on Zoom after Zoom after Zoom. You did a deep dive. He says, a couple weeks he's went into a deep dive for a while. I'm like, where's Ken? I'm on a Zoom, Steve. Where's Ken? I'm on a Zoom. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I wish the timing of the mold infestation and getting sick was a different day, but you just got to deal with what you have. So
No kidding. No
I am
kidding.
feeling a lot better, guys, and this just energizes me, and we're ready to run, and so perfect timing. Okay, guys. Well,
with that being
about does
said,
it. Well, go ahead, Steve. You're going to say something?
I'm gonna go ahead and open up the mic so everybody could say goodbye. And we'll get this recording up on the blog and up on YouTube and up on the dashboard. And we'll see you guys, same bat time, same bat channel next Thursday.
We love you guys. Appreciate you so much. And thank you
That's
for your
right.
patience and your faith. We won't let you down. I promise you.
Great job, guys.
All right. Aloha, everybody.
Great job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Aloha.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Awesome training. Thanks,
Rocktober.
Steve.
Hey,
Rocktober.
Gordo.
Mom and Ken. It's awesome training. Everybody have a wonderful evening.
Awesome.
Awesome.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Book those appointments. Book those
Yeah,
Bye-bye,
book
appointments.
those appointments.
Let's
Love
go.
y'all.
Let's go.
Aloha, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Aloha.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
We'll talk to
See
you
you,
on
Ron.
Thursday.
Hey,
Join
Sabian.
us in the call center. We'll talk to you every day. So
That's
either
right.
way, we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right,
Hey,
goodbye.
Sabian.
Hey, kind
Bye,
of dark
everyone.
where I'm
See you
at.
later, Sabian, Kevin.
Hey,
Have a great night.
Sabian.
Hey, does the Packers come
You
with free
too, Sabian.
tacos?
Yeah,
Hey,
free
John.
tacos. You got it, Robert. You got it.
Yeah,
Just for you.
everybody, come on up.
Hawaiian
Everybody.
tacos.
Hello.
All right, guys.
TT
Bless
for N.
everybody.
TTFN, is it? So tacos for now? Is that it?
Yeah.
No, that's a different TTFN.
Taco Tuesday. If you
All
buy
right,
tacos
guys.
on Tuesday, you get tacos.
That's right. Taco Tuesday.
All
Okay, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Call center,
right.
guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
All
Right.
Aloha.
Good night.